Hi there everyone, Match the Gamer here, and today in my video I'm going to be discussing more or less the possibility of whether or not we may see Vegito return or possibly Gogeta, which currently at the moment is non-canon, has only appeared in GT and one movie. Uh, and in advance I apologize about any background noises such as birds chirping, etc. That's outside of my control because I don't have a lot of places I can record that are quiet, for example. So, that said, let's get into the topic at hand. So, folks, as many of y'all are aware, a lot of people think or believe that there's a slight chance, or a huge chance, depending on who you talk to, that Vegeta, or excuse me, not Vegeta, Vegito may return. Uh, and the reason they say that is because of various moments, like in Battle of Gods, for example, and I think even in Super, if I'm not mistaken, where Goku was lying down after getting his butt handed to him by Beerus, he says, no, even fusion would be enough to take on Beerus. And then everybody keeps telling Vegeta and Goku, whenever they're fighting Golden Frieza in Resurrection F, if y'all would just work together, y'all could take them out. And then even at the end, we hear Vegeta and Goku have a little conversation of, you know, hey, you want to work together? No, that'll never happen. Anyways, folks, so going on, due to those various things I've listed, people believe that, there's a chance that Vegito, or even Gogeta for that matter, could make a prominent return. Now, Vegito has a huge likelihood of returning because not sure if you've read the manga, and I'm pretty sure it'll happen in anime too, because usually there ain't too many differences, at least not enough to where it's going to deviate from the plot or events. But Supreme Kai, well, Kibito Kai at the time, used the Dragon Balls in anime to wish that him and Kibito were now two separate beings again. So now we have them separately. So it is possible now that they may return. That he may return because now they can be separated through other means other than being inside Super Buu. So now we know that if they did use the Potara fusion and fuse, it would not be permanent now because they can just gather the Dragon Balls in Namek. Not sure about Earth's Dragon Balls, but the Namekian Dragon Balls for sure. They can gather them and use them to wish to be fused to be diffused if when they need to use Vegito. So that said, now that we covered that there's a chance he could come back, we need to discuss how and why he might come back. My biggest thing is that I think the thing that would draw the need for Vegito to return as a character is because there would need to be a great threat to not just Earth, but the entire universe, maybe even the multiverse of the Dragon Ball series that's been stated by Beerus and all of them. So, what I think will happen is, at some point, there will be a villain or villains, most likely just one though, that is so powerful, so great that he, she, it, because it may be gender neutral for all we know, but he, she, or it is so massive in power, so great, so menacingly evil that it would make Frieza look like a saint, because let's face it, Frieza is Space Napoleon Hitler. That's a reference to Team 4 Stars, abridged version of Dragon Ball Z, by the way. I again apologize about the birds in the background, folks. Anyways, continuing on. So this villain would be that just overall malicious and evil and powerful. This villain would be so powerful that even Whis, Beerus, and every god of destruction and attendant, that's assuming that every single of the 12 universes has some sort of god of destruction that looks like Beerus or Champa, and an attendant that looks like Whis, or the female Whis that attends to Champa. But all of them working together wouldn't be enough, so the villain's that powerful, so I think Vegeta and Goku would then look at each other and be like, okay, clearly Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, us either just working together as separate entities, or one-on-one against this guy ain't gonna be enough. We need to fuse. And of course, I do believe Vegeta, being Vegeta, now granted he has changed, I will give him that, he has become quite a good guy. I mean, he's still Vegeta, but he's not as bad as he used to be. I mean, Vegeta fans out there even have to acknowledge that. I'm sure he's not the same Vegeta he's always been. He's changed. But Vegeta will, of course, be hesitant at first, but then think about it and be like, yeah, this is literally our only option. Vegeta will eventually realize, he doesn't want his wife to die, doesn't want his kids to get hurt, and he certainly doesn't want innocent people to get hurt anymore, whether he wants to admit it or not. He certainly would not want anybody he cares about to get hurt. So he's going to look at Goku and be like, let's do this. So they'll somehow or other acquire the Batara earrings, probably through Supreme Kai, I'm guessing, and Kibito. Use the earrings, fuse into Vegito, and then proceed to go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and take on this guy, and that's ultimately what I think will happen. Now, is any of this confirmed? No, and I have no idea who this villain will be. It'll probably be a villain much worse than Champa, because right now I certainly believe that Champa is going to be the main villain of the Universe 6 arc, and I believe that they'll explore the other various universes and what lies within them, and plots will just grow from there, and I'm sure they'll eventually encounter such a villain. But that's literally the only way I can see Vegito, or even Gogeta for that matter, being required. Like a villain just so overall powerful that they need a fusion. Now, I do feel like Vegito's more likely because, Vegeta wouldn't want to do the dance. I mean, let's face it, Vegeta has changed, but I don't think he would still degrade himself to that point. I think he only agreed to do an infusion if it's the earrings, because the earrings is less degrading to him. He doesn't have to do anything humiliating to change into Vegito. He just has to put one earring on, and then they're smashed together, they're fused. But that's the only way I can see Vegito, or even Gogeta for that matter, again, potentially returning, but Vegito seems more likely, not because he's canon, but because it's just less degrading for Vegeta. So, what do y'all think? What are your thoughts? Comment down below. Make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe. And as always, thank y'all. Have a great day. And, check out my official Facebook and Twitter pages. And send more people my way. I would love to get more views. And I love more subscribers. And you guys are what's helping my channel grow. Anyways, y'all. Peace. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z/Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Funimation, and Akira Toriyama. I do not claim to own any of these. The video and any images that appear were used under fair use.